Right guys, so you join me back here. I'm on Aire and Calder again today on Happy League, and this time I've drawn peg 84, so wet chimneys, other side of motorway bridge to where I normally am. So been a few fishing areas, always there's fish all the way through this canal to be fair, so really good, expecting a nice day. Weather's good, got a nice little bit of ripple, clouded over, should be in for a good one. So I've got 10 minutes to go, just going to get all my baits sorted, make sure all my ground bait's right. Last little bits, have a quick wee before we start, and then I get on box. So just a quick torret peg, couple of rods, couple of top kits, next angler, selection of bait, it's a peg, a few balls ready to go. Can get yourself sorted, and we're ready for all in. So just about all in, got about 30 seconds or something left. I'm gonna cut my balls in, got one long line today and then a feeder line, that's it. So just waiting for Uta to go, someone to shout time, and then we'll be off. Lovely day for it. Fishing 13 metres, so it shouldn't take me too long. That's my clock gone, see if anybody shouts. If not, I'll shout. Time! Ooh. Just have to make sure, because I've shouted, I'll have to shout at the end. Go by my watch anyway, so I don't know if you just caught that on camera, but there was something big just came up at middle end. Don't know if it were a pike, hopefully a big bream that rolled, but you can ball it, but I just prefer to cup it just so I know they're all down right line. One more after this one, and then we'll chuck this out and leave this to settle. There we go, last one. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put a few quick feeders, poles in, and then we'll go for it. So that's pole done for now. Swap that over. Let's put half a dozen feeders in with a little bit of bait. Just get that sorted out. So it's literally, we've been going half hour since start. I've had 3 fish so far on tip. So it's safe to say there's a few fish there, which is nice. Getting a few indications and then taps around. Seen either side of it catch as well, so there's a few fish in area, which I thought there would be, to be fair. There's fish all the way through this canal, and it was in a good area around here last week as well, so not big fish. I've had an hybrid about 5 ounce, had a little skimmer about 4 or 5 ounce, and then I've had one about 2 ounce as well. Tiny, probably the smallest fish I've caught on feeder, little skimmer. Quite a long way over there, so just making sure all my braids definitely sunk. The rod on cod, not sure if you can see it tip or not, but I'm hoping it won't be long before it rattles and it's away again. Don't want to be missing many bites because it's quite far to chuck across, so time you've got to reel in and recast. Bit of a pain, but we're doing alright so far. Like I say, it's still early days yet. There we go, a little indication then. Just giving it 3-minute casts at, still at minute. I haven't had one by then, I'll just reel it in and recast. There we go. Fish on. Seems like a bream does this one. Just holding that bit. A bit better. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a better fish. Drag slack, so if it does want to go, it can. Seems a heavy fish. I think it's foul up, I think it's just quite big, but it's just plodding in. It's a bit weird really. Oh yeah, he's a nice one. Yes. Why? A few more of them. We won't go far wrong, guys. Bring it round, so. He's a brute. I don't know if you can see him because at net, but look at that. Nailed as well, bottom lip he won't coming off. I won't risk handing him in and let him in. Got to be best part of 2.5–3 pound. Great start. It's nice to pick them up early as well, because you normally pick odd one up middle at match towards end, but to have a bream like that half hour in, we're laughing. These rods are lovely for it as well. These SLs, Superas. So soft, you could see it bending rod then. Every lunge that it had, it just absorbs. Especially with braid as well. You don't want alt too stiff, you just pull out of them. You want something that bends all the way. I'm happy with that. Great start. So I'm just going to give you a 1 hour update now. So I've had that one bream that you saw me get, and then I've had, I think 5, there's another fish here, 5 or 6 little skimmers as well as that. So I'll be doing alright. I reckon I've probably got 4.5 pound, something like that. So, good start. I've seen obviously odd fish being caught around me, but it is a decent area. But I think I haven't seen any bream being caught yet, mainly them little skimmers, so I think that bream will be doing me well. Plenty of fish to go at anyway, so got to be happy with that. Just hope they keep ticking over, catching little spells. Not a bad one. A little skimmer. He's alright. He's got to be a good 6-8 ounce on him. Getting that way, there or thereabouts. It's right hard to tell with some of them. They're all different sizes. But we'll take them all. Preferably big ones, but I'm not going to moan, whatever comes along. All of you catching will be doing alright. Make sure I take all crap off at line. You don't want all like skimmer slime up your line. Keep an eye out, there's a guy a couple up that's fishing on pole. I spoke to him before match and I know that he's put some baiting for skimmers on that line, so I'll be keeping an eye on him, and if he does start catching then I'll have a drop on mine that I've fed that long line. But while ever this is going round getting regular bites, I'll just keep plodding away, putting fish in net, hopefully catch a bream as well. Got to make sure that I'm hitting that clip, whacking into it every time. No point not fishing on your bait. I'm trying to build a decent area up, so I've got to make sure that I'm landing it same spot every time. So far so good, and it seems to be working. So I'm just having a few chucks on this short line, short feeder, where I put that bait in at the start. Just had a chuck, had a little skimmer on it. I just had another chuck, and a couple more skimmers on that long line as well, on chucking right over. I'm just having a quick nosy round on the other lines just to see if there's all that's settled anywhere yet. Give that long line a bit of time to rest, give it 5 minutes, and then I'll be back out there then. Unless obviously this is going round. A little skimmer. I don't mind them, but I hope we catch odd bream in with them as well. Be nice. Still think it's going all right. It's about making sure I'm on right lines at right times and keep an eye on what's going on. I'm going to keep plodding away on these for a little while, whatever I'm catching, so I'll leave it there. I'll see you soon. So I'm giving you a second hour update now, so we've had 2 hours and still plodding along, doing alright. Just gone back on this long tip now. It's the first time I've been on this for half hour or so, 45 minutes, and still had that one bream. And I reckon I'm on probably a dozen skimmers now, so I had a good little run of skimmers on that other tip line that's halfway, about 18 metres or so. And then that just went, I had a perch and then I didn't get a bite, so come off that one and just chuck back out on this and just keep alternating. So whatever I'm catching, I'll stay catching. But if it goes a bit iffy like then, got a perch and then I didn't get a bite, so I'll rest it for a little bit and hopefully they'll move back in. Give this 15-20 minutes, see what happens. 3-4 minute casts. If you're getting odd indications, I'll probably stay, but if there's no indications, I'll just leave it a bit longer and rotate onto a different line. A few fish being caught around me as well. Still catching. I've seen a guy to the left of me, he's caught some on that short feeder as well. So it's definitely worth another visit, is that. Have a go. Had a quick go on pole. Had a couple of roach. So I just plopped another little ball in with a few worms. I'm hoping to catch a few skimmers on there later, I think. Give it another go in half hour or so. A quick drop on, if they're there you'll catch them, if they're not you won't, simple as. I'm just going to have a look on this long pole line. See if there's out there. Whether it's the skimmers or roach, or we'll have a look. This 5 minutes. There's one there, we'll have one. Oh, I think that would a bite then. There. A little skimmer. Pommy even. Up it in and just hold it over at bait. Can't only be one fish there. bad. Have another go and then think about topping up. So we're on hour 3 now, 2 o'clock. And to be honest, this last hour's been a little bit iffy. Caught a few skimmers, not loads, but just keep getting odd bite, catch one, miss a couple of bites or whatever. They've been really funny, like jerky, and then you lift up and there's not there. So I'm hoping this next couple of hours I can just settle down on a line, start putting some fish together. Not doing too bad, like I say, but needs to sort itself out a little bit. That's it, and had much happen, to be honest. A couple of skimmers on that long pole, but not many. I've topped up a little bit and not had another bite on that, so I'm gonna have another go on that long feeder. It's hard to come off when you're getting bites and indications. We're into the last hour now, and I've had another bream, so that's not too bad. And tip, and a few more skimmers, so I had a decent last hour, to be fair. And then it's just gone quiet on that line there, so I'm just having a quick look. I'll have a quick look on pole. So I know Adam's had some bream and an eel and some skimmers on his pole, so, and I've had a few fish on it, just not been solid. So I thought I'll have a quick drop on this. Kept it topped up, little balls every now and then. So if there's any here, I should catch one. Just gonna give that feeder line a rest where I've caught a few fish off. It's gone a bit iffy. Give it 15 minutes, and then that last half hour or so I'll just concentrate on that line, hopefully put a run of fish together. So it's nice couple of bream, quite a few skimmers. Should be doing alright, but the sections are pretty big, to be honest. I think there's 14 in a section, but it's all double pegged, so it goes on for a while. There's a section. But you never know what could happen. You just gotta come and enjoy it. Hopefully catch a few fish along the way, which I have. Obviously I like to win and win my sections at least, but you can only do what you can do from area you're in. I don't think I've fished a bad match at the minute, but it's going well. Catching quite a few fish. Give this another minute or so, and then if I haven't had a bite, chuck long, tip out across for 10 minutes or so, see if that goes round. If it's going round with skimmers or bream, I'll stay catching on it. If not, I'll drop back on that short one. So a bit last update now. Next time I check back in, it'll be to let you know how I've got on, results. Hopefully it's a good one, but you never know with these sections. Right guys, so I'm back home now after a lovely day's fishing. That was, I ended up with 8 kilos 600, which is just short of £19. So it's amazing to think that that's a canal and we're not on a commercial. Some of the weights that come out of these are ridiculous, but it's brilliant fishing. So I've done really well in my area. I've been beat to my left in trees, but to be honest, I think £50, so 25 kilos or 23 kilos, top weight up there. You're never going to compete with them. When fish are feeding, there's quite a lot of bream and bigger fish up there. I'm just not going to compete. But in area where I've been out at trees all the way down, I've been top weight, apart from I think there was one guy right on the other end. He's had 13 kilos, and then there's been a lot. I'll put board on, but it was really close. So I've had 8 600. I think there's been 3 or 4 more 8 kilos, been 7 kilos, 6 kilos. So it's consistent. It's not as if all fish are just there. Like I say, trees do hold more, but they're throughout the whole canal at the minute. It's awesome fishing. Hardest thing is deciding what you're going to do and where you're going to catch them, because you will catch them. It's just you need to try target the bigger fish. Whether you catch them on pole or feed, you've just got to get your head down and keep catching. Like I say, once again, lovely days fishing. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, guys.